This week I talk about the MB Crusher. I load roughly 400 tonne of planings into tippers and I spread it. I'm the Digger Girl, this is episode 44, let's go. This video is sponsored by Shopify, there'll be more on that later on. The ground's so frozen there. There we are, that's a nice wee easy job done. Now that it was like cow dung that I cleaned up there, it's going to be covered in the bucket. The bucket's going to be stinking. So I'm going to go and give it a little wash. It's a bit of a thought because it's so cold out there, but I don't want a stinking bucket. And I could probably do giving this cab a clean also. I'm not going to wash the full machine because once this thaws out, which will probably be tomorrow, depending, I'm going to get the brush on the rototill and sweep all this up. I done it last year too, and I asked what I'd done, they said no, but now they're saying yeah, just get rid of all the mud and what comes off the lorries. So just now I'm just going to wash the cow dung off the bucket and get that tidied up. The rototill is covered in mud and cow dung. Now the cow dung isn't in the bucket, it's in my face. It's Tuesday morning and today I'm back in the, well, going to be back in the Hyundai. I'm just going to start it up here just now because it's frozen and we always just obviously heat them up first, ice later on. What a beautiful day it is. This hasn't been started since we've done the rally. Oh well, when I had to put swap the buckets over when the Hyundai went away, the heat checks. It should be fine, there's new batteries on it. First things first, let's get some fuel in this machine. This is actually white diesel going in here, but because this hose has been used for years, it's stained red. It's just at the filling station getting it all, which is also a killer the amount it costs. Hey, are you cold, Dipper? Here, boy. You going in the digger? Try and get back in the pickup. This machine really needs a good clean, like it's starting to go all that kind of green, slimy, mouldy kind of way. But it's not been anywhere near a power washer, so kind of need to get that done at some point. It's been feeling a bit sorry for itself. Going to stick this MB Crusher back on. I've got a final little bit needing done, so yeah, hopefully it'll go on alright. No, man. Nothing's ever simple. Let's get too cocky. That is no danger going in there. See if we get the drain lines in, no bother. Just this last one. Oh, I'm good. I'm not lost it yet. Going to the gym must be helping. Let's get back in this cab and get it cosy. Dipper! Come on! What's this? Come on! I got you. Let's get back in this cosy cab. Get heating on. Say cheese for the camera. Cheese. Oh, now you're posing. What are you doing? I'm only going to do a little bit here of what I can do. I know some of these bits are going to get jammed because they were before, because they need to be smaller. So I'll do what I can here. I think I'm just going to head back out to the office. I've got lots to catch on up out there. The only reason I came here today was because the bit of the yard what I was wanting to sweep up, what I'd said about, it's still frozen. So that's just a waste of time today. So yes, I'll get this little bit finished, get finished up with the crushing bucket because that'll be going away soon, and go out and do some paperwork. The joys. MB Crushers very kindly gave me a loan of this MB crushing bucket. Now you guys have probably watched, if you've been watching my channel, that we are at an old sawmill and I have been breaking up the concrete with the breaker and now putting it through the crushing bucket. I decided to go to MB for a few reasons. I knew it was easy to maintain and they are a good product because we've used one previously as well. There's these greaser nipples here and that's all really there is to it. It's very simple to look after. Another reason we opted for the crushing bucket as well was because how do you get rid of all this concrete? You can't really use it for anything else other than break it down and reuse it on the site. This is actually all getting developed into houses eventually, so it can get reused for infill and stuff. There's roads, there's plenty needing done. So it makes sense rather than buying new material and paying to take the old concrete away as well. Apart from it's great being able to reuse materials on site, it's also great for being in rural areas. Like, you know, I'm in the west coast of Scotland, but never really near any civilization. So bucket obviously makes sense if you can't get a crusher up to it and stuff like that. So it does very much so have its needs. I met MB back in the summertime at the Molson's show, and Molson's did actually supply and do the work to it. But again, if you've been watching, you would have seen that Molson's were out putting the drain line in and they got it sent up from Bristol. MB Crushers employ a lot of women through their production line, so they're actually making these things. And you guys know that I'm all for getting women into constructions and stuff like that. So that was another main reason why I went for this, because more than likely it was a girl who built that. And that's pretty bloody cool. So yeah, thanks so much to MB Crushers for giving me the loan of it, and also for Molson's for supplying it and fitting it to my machine for me. It'll be a sad day to see it go, but hopefully we'll have another job for it sometime soon. I'm on a hunt for this bucket because I don't know where it is. I asked Graham if he'd seen it and he said he thought he'd seen it down here, but I don't know. I'm also thinking I can't put on the utility bucket because we didn't swap them back over from when we had the HX on demo. We had to put our ones from there on, so the breaker and the utility bucket would fit on the demo machine, and now we don't have the right cut ones on this machine. Oh man. The bucket Graham thought was ours isn't actually ours, so I'm going to actually have to go and have a wee hunt by foot and see where it's at. Oh, I found it! There it is! There it is! Oh, can you see it? That was just by pure chance. I seen that there. Whew. I wasn't looking forward to phoning Dad there, being like, hey, I've lost another bucket. I mean, it wouldn't be far, but I could have buried it in amongst the planings, but I've not got it. So the plan today was to take all the planings down from up here down to the bottom site. I said to Mark he'd go in the dumper, but he said he's a little bit cold, so we're going a little bit overkill here today. He's asked me to even fire it up for him while he's still in his house. Keys are not in it. Where's the keys? Oh, they are. We'll scan it, the pride of the fleet. This is a 06 tipper. Just imagine I started and smashed into that one. Get the heating on for him, keep the staff happy. I'm going to make a wee bench up on here to sit a little bit higher so I can load the tippers. we are, that's us all done for the kids from school, but I don't know if you remember how big the pile was before. We've got I don't even know how many tonne went away there today, how many typicals went down. So yeah, probably keep some up here for up the top sites. What? You can go and get the kids if you want. Part-timer, I'll part-timer you. Yeah, so I am being a bit of a part-timer today, but someone's got to look after the kids. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much to everyone who's been buying my merch. I really, really do appreciate it. If you guys want to buy any, then the link is below. I've also got some more great news. I am finally, after about a couple of years, I'm back shipping to Ireland. And this is a huge thing for me because I have such a massive following over there. And hopefully if it all works out, then I can make it worldwide after that. It's put me off doing it for so long because the postage is that little bit higher because now we're not part of EU and you know how it is. Let's grab some of this stock and then go and get some orders packed. I tend to do all my orders from my living room when I'm at home at night time because when the kids are in bed, it means I can get cracked on and do it. As you guys already know, I use Shopify because it's so easy to manage and grow my business. I can keep track of the orders to see what stock's getting used and see what you guys are loving most. What I love the most about using Shopify is the app. So every time one of you guys order, I get a ching ching to my phone and it keeps me on top of it all the time, so the orders are constantly coming and going. It also tells me how much stock I've got on there too, which is great instead of having to count all the time. Make sure if you want something for Christmas, you better get it in extra soon because I am running out of time. And if you guys are thinking about starting your business, look no further than Shopify because I highly recommend. It's Thursday morning and today I'm going to spread all the planings what we moved out yesterday. I mean, I lost how many tonne that was. I don't know how much tonne it was. A lot anyway. I'll count it when I go down here and see. So I need to swap over bucket, put a utility bucket on. I'm hoping the couplings are the same. Like, honestly hoping so much. Because we swapped around with the HX, I didn't take any off the HX when it went away. Worst thing that happened, I'll just have to go and get another fit and it's not the end of the world. It would just mess me up for today a little bit. So fingers crossed it's the right one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Roughly 22 loads there. That was good going for yesterday. Just going to spread them about here and make it all nice and smooth. Let's hope these are the right hoses. I think they will be. I think Lauren from Wilson swapped them over so they're all the same. It's very good like that. Release the pressure. This is all on the foot and the HX was on the thumb and I much prefer it on the thumb than the foot. I feel like you can get a lot more control over like grading and stuff when it's on your thumb. A foot is quite a big like hit, like it's hard to get it smooth in the foot. Right, fingers crossed for these hoses. Other one. That is so good, it saves me any hassle having to mess about with other fittings. That was Lauren thinking ahead to make the job easier for me. Some man. Let's get these spread. I had to run and get the shifter there. Because the crusher runs on one oil flow and the bucket's 2 on each side, I have to go up and turn the valve on so it's the 2. So this one's just behind the cab. There's obviously 2 at the end of the dipper as well, but this one's just up here. And then you'll see there, it's giving the two-way flow instead of the one. So fingers crossed that should be out working now and I'm good to go. It's working, but for me that's far too fast. So I'm going to have to try and remember how to turn this pressure down. I know on here it says breaker, that's just what we have it on. full level. Try that. Try that. Save. I'll do the job. It's Friday morning, and this morning I'm back here to spread all these planings. You can see I've done it roughly there, but last night it was starting to get dark and there's the lights on that Hyundai. It's old now, they're not as good as they should be. And also I find like grading in the dark using lights is just not the same as daylight, so I feel like you're wasting your time and have to come back the next day and do it anyway. So this morning I'm going to finish grading this off it, and I've got a couple meetings this afternoon with SSE to see where tracks are going for 2 like house sites. So I'll go into that later on, but I'll get this bit done first so Mark can give it a good roll. Job done. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with that. It's a massive area and I was just doing it all by eye and it looks actually not bad. Of course when the big roller goes on it's going to sink in bits, so when we're doing something like this we usually do it, roll it down for ages, and then the bits will sink and then go over it again and put more on top or skim more off, whatever needs done. And I've just done in time because I've got 15 minutes before I've got to go and see where this cable track is going, so that was really good timing. That's when I looked at that job. It's a 220 metre cable track for a hydro cable into the big house. That'll be one for Dad or Arthur on the 4th of January. I'm away to Vegas then with Hyundai, for nicer places to be, but it's a cracking job. It's up at the big house site we done before I started YouTube when I had a 220 in demo. It's a massive big house, a huge big house. So that's it finally getting put in now. These things all take time, so it's running off a generator just now, so it'll be good to get that one all tied up and then going on to the next one next to it, which is a flat and a swimming pool, I believe, what's going in next to it, so there'll be more work up there hopefully. Now I'm just there's no point me going back to work basically. I'm going to go out and visit my granny. I've not seen her in a couple of weeks, and then I'll be working over the weekend as well, so I'm going to chill out for the rest of the afternoon. It's Sunday and I'm in the lorry this morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I've got up early to go down and pick up a dumper. I'll be about a 3-hour drive from here probably, just shy of it in the lorry. So it's quite far for me. I want to go down when the roads are quiet. If I went down tomorrow morning, the road would have just been so busy with timber lorries. So I'm going today, but I don't know where I'm going and I can't get a hold of my dad. So I'm just going to head down the road and hopefully I'll get a hold of him at some point and he can guide me in the right direction. This drive down this road is one of the nicest drives ever. So beautiful. I'm going to take it really slow here. It's been years since I was last down at this farm picking up or working down here. I can't quite remember where it is. I know it's here somewhere. Thankfully it's got a little bit lighter now because I didn't want to load this. It's a 6-ton track dumper that I'm going to load. So thankfully it's finally daylight. I should hope so. It's 20 to 9 and that's it. Not long, just came in now. But I'm glad I came down first thing to get this done. I remember this bit. I do. Such a beautiful part of the country down here. It's just a shame it's so far away from civilization. Can't remember this bit. That's old Hitachi. That's an old machine, that one. Oh, I do remember this bit. Oof, it's narrow now. Oh yes, I know where I am. Oh, there it is. Bloody branches. Now that I've found it, the fun part will be to see if I can start it. I've not been in this one before, so let's go check it out. So we just hired this off Campbell Planet Hire from Inverness. It's been down here for ages. Oh, a bit airy posh for a track dumper. So the reason I'm reversing it on rather than driving it on head first is purely because the branches. If the cab was at like the passenger side all the way up the road, it'd be smacking the branches. We wouldn't do it with our own, and we definitely wouldn't do it with a brand new hired one. So that's why I've reversed it on as well. And plus it's easier for getting off too. It's 6 and 2 3s or whatever you call it. Like it's no biggie. And at least the cab will be, because it does sit quite high, will be another side for the branches. Jump out and see what it's like on the other side. Pretty good to me. That's me all loaded up now, straight back up the road. Well, that is my week well and truly over with. As always guys, thank you so much for the comments, likes and support. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next week. Oh.
Turn left, then arrive at your destination.